You ever feel that pressure to launch the next big thing? That one single idea that's supposed to change everything. Well, today, we're going to explore a completely different path. It's called small bets. And it's this powerful strategy for creators to build a sustainable business, but without all that crushing stress of trying to hunt down a unicorn. Okay, let's dive in. All right, so first up, let's talk about a problem that's so common in the creator world that we barely even notice it anymore. I like to call it the unicorn trap. It's this idea that's everywhere that to really succeed, you have to be massive, you have to be an overnight success, and you'll have to take on insane risks. I mean, does that sound familiar? That nagging feeling that you have to go big or go home? The fear that if your one huge idea doesn't just explode onto the scene, then you've completely failed? It is an absolutely exhausting way to try and build anything. But there is another way. So you've really got two completely different playbooks here. On one side, you have that classic unicorn hunt. It's like a high wire act, right? It's all high risk, high stress. You're probably chasing venture capital. It's a total all or nothing game. But then over on the other side, you've got the small bets approach. And this is all about lowering the stakes, focusing on sane, sustainable growth, and building a portfolio of projects that are designed to be profitable from the get-go. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about building. Okay, so if we're trying to escape that old high-pressure model, what exactly are we moving towards? Well, it all comes down to this core philosophy of small bets. At its heart, the concept is actually pretty simple. This idea, which was really championed by the creator Daniel Vassallo, isn't about finding one single magical lottery ticket. No, instead, it's about strategically placing a bunch of small, manageable bets. The whole goal is to build up a collection of low-risk projects that, when you put them all together, create an income stream that's resilient and, most importantly, truly sustainable. So how do you actually do this? It pretty much breaks down into three simple steps. First, you launch projects you can get out the door fast. We're talking speed and execution, not perfection. Second, you focus on being profitable from day one, even if it's just a little bit. And third, and this is key, you build a portfolio. That way, any single failure isn't a catastrophe. It's just a small lesson. And your successes, they start to build and compound on top of each other over time. Now, a philosophy is one thing, right? But the real question is, how do you put it into practice? That's where the Small Bets community comes in. It's a place designed to turn these ideas into real action. And this is way more than just some online course. Think of it as a full-on support system. Sure, you get lifetime access and expert masterclasses, but the real magic, the secret sauce, is the Discord community. It's filled with thousands of other indie makers and solopreneurs who are all on the same page, applying the same principles. It's a space that's built for practical, real-world growth, where you're surrounded by people who just get it. Okay, so the philosophy sounds solid and the community seems really strong. But let's be real for a second. Does this small approach actually lead to big results? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is this just a cute strategy for a few little side hustles? Or can it actually generate some serious, maybe even life-changing results? Let's take a look at the proof. And boom, there's your answer. The community itself, the one that was built entirely on this philosophy of small, sustainable bets, it became so valuable that it was acquired by Gumroad for $3.2 million. Talk about the ultimate proof. It shows that a portfolio of smart, small moves can absolutely lead to a massive, massive outcome. And, it's not just about the huge financial win. Look at the value its members are getting. A 4.8 out of 5-star rating. That tells you that the people inside this community find it incredibly effective and super supportive. This isn't just some nice theory. It's a practical framework that is genuinely helping creators succeed, but on their own terms. So let's bring this all home. What does all of this actually mean for you as someone who's out there building things on the internet? Let's boil it all down to the single most important takeaway. Ultimately, this is what it's all about. The small bets approach is so much more than a business strategy. It's a complete mindset shift. It's about giving yourself permission to start small, to learn from your failures without shame, and to build a resilient business through lots of small projects, rather than betting your entire future on one huge, high-stakes gamble. And that really brings us to the final, and I think the most important question. This isn't just theory, right? It's about taking action. So for just a minute, forget about that massive, world-changing idea. What is the very first small, low-risk bet that you could make? Because that's where this journey really begins.